What's up, guys? Welcome back. Another session. Today we got push. So don't think what have we done? We've done 2 legs and a shoulder and arm. So we are yet to film a push session, which is going to be fun. I've got tonight and tomorrow that I'm going to be able to film. So tomorrow I'll be able to do pull. But the day after, Saturday, I fly out Saturday at 11 p.m. So I won't be able to gym at my normal time. And regardless, I'm going to be gymming. I'm going to be gymming with my cousin on Saturday, which is going to be fucking sick. But it does mean that I only have tonight and tomorrow to be able to record my workouts, which is chill. I wish I was able to film more before I went overseas, because I know I'm very much going to be restricted on how often I'm going to be filming overseas, and especially in the gym as well. Like, that's the big thing. Yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult because I don't know. The gym that I have been going into when I have been staying with my girlfriend I'm not quite sure if it's 24/7, and I just feel way more comfortable filming at night, which will already make it a little bit more difficult. Plus, if I'm going to gym, more than likely it's going to be with my girlfriend, and that'll be throughout the day, which I'm not probably going to gym twice. And if I do film when it's a little bit busier, I'm worried it might be a little bit awkward, just because, my Deutsch is it's not very good. I'm still learning, so a bit concerned on, like, if I have to handle situations, like if someone's asking me something at the gym, and how am I going to be able to respond? I can respond in English, but regardless, it will just be the main thing. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. But today, we don't have to worry about that for still a little bit of time. Like I said, today we got push. It's going to be fun to get back into it. We are much later than I'm hoping. It's like 11:40 maybe by the time I get into the gym. I'm wanting to get here at like 10:15, so much later. I saw Dad tonight before I flew out on Saturday, so wanted to just go see him for a little bit and spend the night. And I stayed longer than I was wanting to. So, gonna get a gym session. It's gonna be I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Hopefully, I'm still getting the hang of recording, and I think it adds maybe an extra couple of minutes, but not really anything too drastic. But we're going to get a session in, and I got to go home. I've already edited the video that's going to go out tomorrow morning, but I need to do the thumbnail, which shouldn't take that long. Hopefully, I won't experiment with too many things. I'm kind of going in with the goal for my thumbnails and the editing and the filming, that I want to be trying something, at least one thing different every time, just so I can learn and improve and whatever. But I think just for this situation, it's probably going to be a bit difficult, unfortunately. I'm going to have to work out how I want to do this. Also, that's another thing I want to mention. I bought the Rode microphone tonight, the wireless ones, which I was hoping to do a mic'd up session tonight, but because I got back from Dad's too late, it was going to take too long to set up. And well, I don't even know how long the setup is, but I didn't even want to look into it because I just wanted to get underway and get in the gym. So soon we will have some mic'd up sessions, and the qualities will at least the mic quality. What the fuck is that noise? I don't know what I just heard, but yes, soon the microphone quality is going to be much better as well, and we were getting some mic'd up sessions coming up, but unfortunately not too many for a while, again, because I'm going away. But that will be really exciting to be able to toy around with, and it'll open up a lot of possibilities. But main thing is we're going to get a session in, go back, thumbnail, some protein, and get some sleep in. So yeah, so push. Let's get at it. Alright guys, back from the gym. Push session is complete. Pretty happy with how the session went. We're slowly getting back into it again. With if I take like a week and a half off, usually takes me, I'd say, 3 to 4 days to get my strength back. So I noticed it a little bit on my incline bench. I think on my incline bench and on some of my other lifts as well. I noticed just the weight a little bit lower. I think maybe I did like 1 or 2 reps less than what I was doing previously when I just before the break. I'm also having a bit of an issue at the moment with how I'm structuring a lot of my workouts. I know I mentioned yesterday about me tweaking a little bit of my quad focused leg day, well, my push days, and honestly my pull days, and just my fucking entire workout split as a whole is, yeah, it's really not finalized at the moment. I feel like every day I go into the gym and I'm like fucking tweaking things and perfecting things and trying to make everything right, and I think I am being probably too critical. Like, for instance, for this workout, I can go into detail and make it easier. So I am having problems with finding tricep exercises, and that's going to be even more so now because I'm probably going to take out the JM press from my split. I did it a while ago because I thought the JM press, I thought it hurt my elbow. I had a little bit of an elbow injury, tennis elbow, either tennis or golf. I don't remember which one's in or outer. So I took that out of my split. I put it back in and slowly progressed up. That's fine. Elbow's fine. My issue is my wrist now. I think it's actually fucking up my wrist, which is the problem I've had ongoing for a little bit of time now. I've had to also remove the machine preacher curl, which I really, really fucking like, but I think that's also affecting my wrist. I can't work out which exercise is the main culprit, but today on the jam press and for a while now, I felt my left wrist in particular, it's just not working. I'm not quite sure why. I'm going to look back at the footage tomorrow when I edit and see kind of how it looks, but at least when I'm doing the exercise and when I look at my wrist, it feels fine. I don't think I can change the positioning at all. So I'm not honestly quite sure what's going on, but now I don't know what to do because I'm already having difficulty with finding tricep exercises because I'm doing the push down, but now I can't really do any other form of push downs. I incorporated the extension, which I was doing for a while as well, but I took it out because that also I thought was messing around with my wrist. So yeah, I'm having a little bit of difficulty honestly finding what tricep exercises to do. I'm not a big fan of any overhead stuff, but I'm probably going to have to find some. Today, there is a really old tricep overhead extension where I would be seated and do like pretty much this movement, but I couldn't be fucked setting up today because of the time. So maybe I'll give that a go, but that's just in short like my difficulty at the moment with trying to structure all my workouts, and I'm still every day in my head like, is push pull legs really the split that I should be running, because my arms is the biggest weakness of mine. I've heard a lot of people critique push pull legs because of it not really assisting with training your arms. You prioritize other things, other key muscle parts, back, chest, etc. So I've in my head tried to tweak the split to do like a push pull legs, chest, back, shoulders, arms, but to go into it's going to be too difficult to go into detail without like writing it down, because I'm just going to go back and forth and it's going to be super messy with explaining why that didn't work. But pretty much my reasoning was just because I didn't have adequate rest. The way to fix that would be to do an 8-day split, but I don't think I want to do an 8-day split. So with that being said though, if I don't want to do an 8-day split, I'm very close to doing like a 4-day, 5-day split where I do like some upper lower, because there's some ridiculous research that's coming out over the last couple of months, and then a lot of anecdotes of people saying fucking upper lower is really helping them with increasing their weight, and then of course as a byproduct getting fucking jacked as well. So I don't know. I'm having a bit of difficulty at the moment with structuring my workouts, which is honestly it's a bit frustrating, because I feel like every time I go into the gym, it's always in the back of my mind, like trying to perfect my workout and perfect like what exercises I'm doing and to not be redundant and all these things. And it is kind of fucking with me a little bit. And I think I just need to get in there and just do the workout and stop caring as much for the super specific things that probably will matter, but unless I have everything dialed in, then I don't need to hyperfixate on like this 1%. Regardless, so that's a topic for another time. We'll go into that a different time when I'm able to lay it out a little bit more and when I've kind of thought things over. But just at least for push in particular, having a little bit of difficulty with finding what tricep exercise I want at the moment. But to speak about the workout, incline bench felt great. JM press, again, like I said, I dropped the weight a little bit just because I was trying to mess around with the form to see if I could help it stop hurting my wrists. Everything felt fine. Fuck the tricep pushdowns on the cable. The last like 2 reps, I feel like I'm failing because of my abs. For anyone who's done that at a max weight that they can do, you are probably well aware that when you get your last rep, like you cannot stabilize yourself. And so I don't know what to do, because it feels like honestly I'm mainly failing because of my abs. I would say so. Like I reckon if I think back and I'll look at the footage again tomorrow, that probably won't help, to be honest, because it would be more of a feeling in the moment and I won't be able to tell. But I really felt like today, like that last rep was fucking hard because of my abs, of course, my triceps and whatever, but it's just, you would never really expect for your abs to stabilize that movement in particular so much. So that's also another thing, like what do I do? Do I move tricep pushdowns out because it's my abs are kind of affecting me there? Regardless, what else with the exercises today? Everything else, I call it a cuffed crucifix, the one where I'm laying down and working my side delts. That felt fucking great. My old gym, the small cable stack, so the dual stack, for some reason, well, it's because the gym was pretty shit and because people in there really didn't treat the equipment well, but the cables were always broken. And when I say they weren't like you couldn't use them, but the tension was really fucked. And on these today, this machine, the dual cable stack, it felt perfect. It felt like exactly what you would expect out of like a brand new stack. So that felt great. That's really nice. I'm excited to continue working on that. But besides the specific exercises, I do want to go over a little bit about like at least what I'm prioritizing on my push days. I think will be, again, this is the thing. It was going to be different depending on if it's push A or push B. More than likely, push A will be a little bit more focused on triceps, and then push B will be a little bit more focused on shoulders. Like I just said before, my arms are severely lacking, so I will only do 2 chest exercises because no one's fucking seeing my chest, and you're more likely people are going to be seeing my arms, and I feel like a little bitch with my arms. That's just massive body dysmorphia. That's okay. But so at least this exercise I did, this workout, I did 3 tricep exercises, and more than likely on the next push day, I will do 3 shoulder exercises and then 2 triceps. So both push days should be ideally 7 exercises, and some of them, they won't all be
2 sets, like you'll see in the video, that the last exercise I do, the machine lat raise, I only do for 1 set, just because I don't want to do that extra set for it to be too fatiguing. But maybe on my days, on my push A where I'm only doing 2 shorter exercises, I could maybe do 2 sets on the machine lat raises, because maybe on like push B I might incorporate a shoulder press as well. But we'll tweak around with that. The main point I wanted to bring up is just the fact, like, my priority on push days is my shoulders and my triceps, and my chest is, it was for a while my best body part, and my legs, I think, actually now, after I prioritize it a little bit more over the last month and a half, I think has maybe caught up. But I also, because my chest was quite well developed, at least for my standard compared to all my other muscle parts, I think I undertrained it for too long, where everything caught up, and now I need to train my chest again. So that's at least the things I'm prioritizing on my push days. But I don't want to go into too much detail and have this outro be too long. I've noticed some of the videos kind of can drag out. I'm doing really long outros and things like that. But also, I need to get some sleep. Like I said, it's 2 a.m. So I'm going to go get some protein and then pass the fuck out. I'll try and wake up early, because tomorrow is my it is my last full day in Australia for a month. So I got to get some shit done tomorrow. I'm going to go pass the fuck out. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Once again, really appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you for watching another video. Hope you guys are enjoying, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.